views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.
The Truth is Funny with Colette Stefan will have you thinking outside the box and riding the wave of infinite potential. Join Colette on the Higher Self Network as she provides energetic shifts and consistent results in every area of life, inspiring listeners to shine their brilliance and ensure success. Many people who shift out of limiting beliefs roar with laughter as they recognize the humor of the giant cosmic joke. The truth is funny. Shift happens. Feel instant relief. Stay tuned for more fun and release struggle and suffering. And now, here's your host, Colette Stefan.
This is Colette Marie Stefan. Welcome to The Truth is Funny on Transformation Talk Radio. Stay tuned for the next hour to experience the instant relief of using your intuition to solve life's most challenging problems. Shift happens every Wednesday at 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific Time, live on the airwaves and in the archives at thetruthisfunny.com, transformationtalkradio.com, and transformationradio.fm. The energetic shifts are still accessible through what I call HSN, the Higher Self Network, if you're listening later. It's my pleasure to share life-transforming information and provide you with an opportunity to call in and delete energetic weaknesses to shift challenges into possibilities. We love to hear from you. Feel free to call in 1-800-930-2819. My guest today is my beautiful sister from England, Sharan Surdar, who is a geneticist by training and work history turned epigeneticist from her innermost desire to reveal the truth about our human potential. She has a bachelor's degree in microbiology and a master's in human genetics. She worked in the field of genetics for 13 years, identifying genetic mutations for a whole host of genetic diseases and contributed to scientific papers as well as textbooks. Today, she works specifically with genetic diseases, assisting to release the energy in the form of emotions, beliefs, perceptions that get in the way of the natural flow of the body to bring about positive gene expression. Sharan is leading the paradigm shift in the revolutionary new field of epigenetics. She has been featured on Hidden Science TV and Punk Science. She's an author, follows her passion to make easy-to-understanding videos explaining epigenetics, and just recently has edited a beautiful book. What else are you up to, Sharan Surdar?
Hi, there? Colette. Yes, I am. Oh, my goodness. We have so much fun, and I'm so glad to be back on your show. Thank you so much.
Wow, that is awesome. So, I love having you on the show. Our show today, we're talking about our ancestors and the effect that they have on us and on our, on our DNA, on our genetics. And, but I just wanted to, because a lot of people know you, you've been on the show many times. And I just wanted to ask you, or say to you that I was so blown away by your beautiful dancing. So do you want to tell us about that? We want to hear what you've been up to.
Oh, well, you know me, Colette. You know me for many years now. And I've been quite a shy person. So recently, you inspired me, actually. I took up belly dancing, and I thought I'd never, ever, ever do this in public. But of course, the group that I was with have a show every year. And, we were practicing this dance, and they said, okay, we're going to do this dance at the show. And it was almost like that's the way it just happened. And I had no nervousness or anything about it. And so we did two dances, one belly dance and one Turkish folk dance in public. And so I'm just so pleased with myself.
I love it. That's how I got over my fear of being on the stage. Is by belly dancing. But the first time I danced in public, I did a gypsy dance, and then I did a solo, and it was at a bar, and everybody said I had such a wonderful shimmy, but honestly, it was just because my knees were shaking so bad. Made me look really good.
That's a good tip.
And, but I was laughing because, we're talking about, do you want to give this book that you've been editing, do you want to give that just tell us what that's about?
Oh, it's been really interesting. I mean, the whole journey with how I met the author and everything is just really, one of those things, like you said to me before the show, it was kind of ordained. And the book is called Meditation, the Cure. You can, people can get it on Amazon. And the reason I got so involved with it was because it has been another part of my journey to go to another level of transformation. And the work that he presents in the book, the techniques, it's all comprehensive, and people can actually read it and do the processes at home and start getting benefits straight away. So really powerful.
Well, you and I have been talking about this for years, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's really funny because I was thinking about that, about you and I, we have a lot of training, I guess you could say, in science, in a way. And then in another way, we're kind of free spirits that way, like your videos, when you, tell us about your videos.
Well, the videos were really inspired because I wanted to make things simple like you do. It's like we love simplicity, and to take things that may sound so complicated and making them simple. And everything that I do is like what you said, we're free spirits. We have this passion to want to take information that impacts people's lives and can make it profoundly impactful for them, and make it simple so that, it really doesn't have to be complicated. And so that's where the videos came from. So there are animations that I created, and those animations then were put in the video format with my voice, and just explaining things like epigenetics, or, why do people get infections? Things like that, which really are a different concept. And I called it, the series are called Bursting the Bubble, because it really is, because that's what it is. It's like, we're bursting the bubble on what we thought was true, and allowing it to be something that's more based on truth. So yeah, that's a passion of mine also, because when I've been working and teaching seminars for close to 10 years now, and I've been working at it in all sorts of ways with all sorts of people, and I've been so blessed to work with people like you and wonderful people that are wonderful mentors, and I've just decided that I kind of hunkered down, and I'm working on my new program, Call to Dance, and that program is it came to me that I've always, when I first started teaching seminars, I brought crayons, Buzz Lightyear crayons, to infinity and beyond, to try to get people out of their left brain, right? Out of all the thinking and thinking and thinking. Because when you're doing energy work, it's through feeling, and feeling comes from your heart. And so I'm really proud that I've managed to complete my first manual, which is an adult coloring book. I love it.
I love it. It's 84 pages, and it has 80 pictures in it to color. And as people color in the pictures, and I have kind of a little bit of a funny sense of humor. So some of the pictures are pretty funny. I've been working on this with Will Hatch, and I just sent him a picture. I'm on layer 2 now on the second book, and I sent him a picture of my skeleton, and he said, "It looks like your skeleton has to pee." I said, "She's dancing." Her hands are out on the, on the sides. And he's like, "Oh, okay." Not too many manuals have a dancing skeleton, a belly dancing skeleton.
I love it.
But I like to have fun with it, and if you make people laugh, and and so I'm making these available for a very reasonable price and you can look those up at thetruthisfunny.com. But it was kind of I've had this passion for break the information down and make it so it's so simple that everybody gets to understand it, because most of us well, all of us have this knowledge within us anyway, but most of us have been, indoctrinated through society and school system, et cetera, to think it's more complicated than it needs to be. Mm-hmm. And so when you break it down into small pieces like you do, then people actually understand it.
Yes.
And
yes.
So, that's the goal. The more understanding we have, the better we get. We do have someone who's been patiently waiting since we got on, and we have to take a short break now. So we have a caller, that's been patiently waiting. So when we come back, we'll take that call. You are listening to The Truth is Funny on Transformation Talk Radio with Colette Marie Stefan. And my guest today is the beautiful Sharon Serdar. And when we return, we will continue making some shift happen. We'll be right back.
What if your body and mind were the compasses to the secrets, mysteries, and magic of life? Glenna Rice, co-host of The Questionable Parent, is inviting you to access all that is possible. Glenna is a 10-year certified veteran access consciousness facilitator who offers an amazing variety of life-changing classes and workshops. Work with Glenna from anywhere with teleclasses and workshops all over the globe. To learn more and see Glenna's current schedule of events, classes, and workshops, visit glennarice.com.
What is a brilliant culture, and how do we create them? Why are they important? Claudette Rowley has created a breakthrough 5-step process to help you align your culture with your business strategy for exceptional results. Looking for a culture that drives organizational excellence? Listen to Cultural Brilliance Radio, the second and fourth Friday of each month at 10 a.m. Pacific and 1 p.m. Eastern on Transformation Talk Radio. To learn more or work with Claudette, visit culturalbrilliance.com.
Wow. Hey, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. This is Talk Radio to Thrive By. I'm telling you, I got to pinch myself some days because when each of us gets called to do something that we so not thought was in our wheelhouse to do for a purpose that's so much greater than us, we get to show up and shine.
If you would like to show up and shine on the Dr. Pat Show as a co-host or sponsor, send us an email to inspire@thedrpatshow.com.
Tune in to The Truth is Funny with Colette Stefan each Wednesday at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com. This hit show will have you thinking outside the box and riding the wave of infinite potential. Join Colette on the Higher Self Network, inspiring listeners to shine their brilliance and ensure success while roaring with laughter as they recognize the humor of the giant cosmic joke. Visit thetruthisfunny.com.
Thrive is what we experience when our mind, body, and soul operate as one. When we thrive, we excel on all levels. Thrive is the mindset that matters. It is essential to our being. Have you ever found yourself looking for the instruction manual on how to thrive? You'll find everything you need to help you feel strong, powerful, and peaceful in your own body. So don't waste any more time. Visit thrivebyjen.com today.
Gifted intuitive healer and spiritual teacher Sarah Luce brings her unique style to the hit show Small Steps, Big Breakthrough Radio on TransformationTalkRadio.com. Tune in each month as Sarah turns reality on end and shows us how to experience expansive results with simple yet powerful steps. Expect an enlightening bend on what you currently believe is possible. For show details and upcoming topics, visit SarahLuce.com. That's SarahLoos.com.
1230 WPLQ.
We're back on The Truth is Funny with Colette Marie Stefan and my guest today, Sharon Serdar. Sharon, just share your contact information with all of us.
People can find me at my website, SharonSerdar.com. That's CharanSurdar. And all my social media buttons are on there, Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. So, yeah.
I love your accent. Twitter. It sounds so much prettier, Twitter. So I just wanted to talk like for a couple minutes here about, ancestors and what we're talking about, and then we're going to take these callers here.
Well, I know you and I both talk about this a lot, and we do the work, and it's very similar, but we just have different language. But combining all of that, really, what we're really looking at here is that everything that we have experienced and are experiencing in our life is influenced by what we have inherited. And that is the energy that's around our DNA, and that impacts everything. It's almost like, to make things simple, as we said, imagine that your DNA is wearing sunglasses of different filtered, colors, and each one is representing a different trauma that your ancestors went through. So ultimately what we're doing here, you and I, is we're taking those filtered glasses off, the sunglasses off, and allowing the source energy or the innate wisdom to come through the DNA and just show up as it is. So that is in a nugget what we're doing.
Yeah, and there we go, like the infiltration
yeah.
of our DNA. And, I used to say, those darn ancestors, they were such a lot of work. And then I realized, hey, I have children, so I'm an ancestor. So, but Brian, we've been having people patiently waiting here. Can we take the first caller now?
Yes, indeed we can. It's Hester from Canada by way of South Africa. Welcome.
Welcome, Hester. Are you there?
Thank you. Yes, I am.
Hi, Hester.
Hi. And now you'll have a different accent
today.
I was going to phone in for something different, but after speaking about the ancestors, this is what I need. I have had, through the last 4 years, a very traumatic problem with my husband. And I have supported him through everything, and to his detriment, I believe, because people say, you should have pushed him out, you should have let him go, you should have done this, to do this. But, I've always wanted to support him and to try and get him on the right track with love. And what often worries me is that I get angry at times, but that I'm so forgiving.
Okay.
I'm very...
I love the way you've expressed yourself. This is so beautiful. You're describing what many of us go through, because our ancestors have a huge effect on the people that we marry, like the people that we're attracted to, and the circumstances. And but before we continue with this, what I would like to do with everyone that calls in is just get a baseline for how much is this bothering you, so we can see how much Sharon and I can empower you to shift into a place of being comfortable with this. So on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being, it's absolutely the worst thing ever, and 0, where are you on that scale?
I would say 5.
Okay.
Cool. I'm neutral. That's what worries me.
I was going to ask you, Hester, where do you feel that in your body as well? I'll just ask you another question.
How do you mean?
Where do you feel that? So when you think of that, where do you feel that in your body?
In my heart.
In your heart, okay.
In my chest.
Yeah.
So that's my heart.
Yes. So there is a few things. I know Sharon is working away here, and when you're ready, Sharon, let me know.
Okay.
I was picking up right away the shoulds. Should. People quite often, this is what I call the external dynamics, and the forces coming in, and people telling you should do this, or you could have done that, or what if I would have done that. Those are the external forces, and so we want to strengthen you to all of that, because when a lot of the time, the people that we are most intimate with, like our husbands, our wives, our children, siblings, etc. Those are the people that we have quite often, whether you believe in past lives or not, does not matter, because there's enough people on the planet that do believe in past lives, and it has an effect on all of us because of this. So we want to strengthen. I'm going to work on that end of it, and this is definitely, it's coming up for you on a cultural level. There's just a lot of energy coming in around this for you, and just being really strong to being able to be 100% doing what you feel coming from your heart. And so we're going to strengthen that. Sharon, are you ready here?
Yeah. So what's coming up for you is whether in your lifetime or your ancestral lineage, a sense of betrayal and having been bullied, and you or your ancestors. And so when we stay in the present moment and observe whatever is coming up, like I asked you to feel into the sensations and where you feel it, and if you just breathe into that, that allows for that energy to move. So I love to say that to people because it's empowering to know that you yourself can move this energy that's, from your ancestors. And this is how powerful we are. But when we focus on our breath and allow for us to feel without judgment what's going on in the body, it allows for that to shift. So what I just cleared around that was exactly what I just said. Betrayal and that. So I just want to say one more thing, is that when we are feeling what we feel in the moment, it allows us to release the old. And this is really powerful. There's a lot of quantum physics and science behind that statement, which I'm not going to go into, but I want you to know that, and everyone listening, that when we can do that in that moment we're already shifting. And we're not just for ourselves, but our whole ancestral lineage. So just tune in and see. And I know Colette's probably has been doing some other stuff as well.
Yeah, what I was also picking up is you're from South Africa. There's a lot of cultural, societal, the bullying thing, coming up. So we're just going to strengthen you to all that, being strong within your heart. It's actually coming up that energetically, you actually are very strong to what you've done. And I'm getting that for you. You wanted to be very clear within yourself and within your purpose in life of being the best version of yourself. That's what we all come here. Our purpose for all of us is to be the best version that we can be ourselves. And anytime someone talks about wanting to choose love over fear or anger, you can tell they're coming from you can feel the energy coming from your heart. And so I'm getting, actually, you would have been very weak to not supporting this person through their most challenging times. And now it's coming up that you actually feel very free. I'm getting, I don't know, I would like to check with you, Hester. What are you experiencing right now?
I do feel free. I do. I really do. Yes.
Freedom, choosing love over fear, choosing love over hate, choosing love over judgment. I'd say you've done a really good job. I'm not
weird. I'm not weird.
Actually very neutral to, because you've gotten to that place. And for many of us, what I want you to understand is you're also clearing this energetically, not just for your ancestors, but also for your descendants.
Yes.
And so this is so beautiful. We live kind of in a society that's a throwaway society, and there you are being kind of criticized for, loving too much. And yes, there's some stuff around that for sure. Having said that, I'm not getting that you have a lot of regrets about what you've done. It's more like you feel like it's done now, and that's a different feeling to you. Does that resonate with you?
Yes, it does. It does. Because I've had enough, and I can move on.
Celebrate.
Yeah.
Celebrate all the love you've shared. And, I was just going to check in with you because we have to go for a break right away here again. What number are you at now?
What number am I at? I don't understand.
You were a 5.
I'm feeling better. I would say 8.5.
Okay, so we're going the other way. So that's 1.5. So that's cool. We're going to strengthen.
1.5. Oh yeah, I've got to go down. yeah.
It's going down to 0. But if you want to hang on until after the break, it's a 3-minute break. We'll come back and we'll just check in with you again because it's just a little bit more work here that I feel like we like to get people to neutral if we can. And then we'll take the next caller. You're listening to The Truth is Funny. You can connect with me at thetruthisfunny.com and at TAILS, talesfromthevector.com for energy correcting cards and paintings that are now available. And you can also contact me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. at The Truth is Funny with Colette. We'll be right back to take your calls, 1-800-930-2819. Let's shift your story into better. We'll be right back.
Looking for some great family fun in a distinctly New England atmosphere? Hi, this is Joyce Olson-Resnikoff, welcoming you to Old Mystic Village. Browse over 50 unique shops and restaurants. Enjoy fresh air while strolling flower-filled pathways. Visit our duck pond or just find a comfy bench. Sit and relax and people watch. And four-legged friends are always welcome. For a list of village events and shops, visit oldmysticvillage.com. Come spend a relaxing day at Old Mystic Village, your neighborhood shopping experience.
Chris, where you going?
Sorry, Gary. I'm running late today. I need to grab me some breakfast quick, plus I still need to fill the car up with gas.
One more time, Chris. Spicer Mobile, exit 93 off I-95 in North Stonington has you covered. While filling the car with our mobile brand gasoline, you can come inside to Mystic Kitchen for one of our famous breakfast sandwiches or burritos and get yourself one of our gourmet coffees, hot or iced. Plus, because you filled up with over 10 gallons of gas, the coffee's on us.
That's great. I thought it was on my shirt. I sure do love those breakfast sandwiches, Gary, but I just don't have time to wait for it.
Chef Tim Sanborn has you covered, Chris, with our always fresh grab-and-go station, so you can bypass the wait, grab your sandwich, and be on your way.
I'm in a hurry today, but I can hang out a little longer tomorrow.
That's great, Chris. We have plenty of seating and free Wi-Fi.
Well, I know where I'm going. Spicer Mobile, exit 93 off I-95, North Stonington.
I've been driving on our hands right on the wheel. There's a voice in my head that drives my head.
Abbey Ski and Sports Shop Westerly is getting stocked up with all your warm weather gear. Great selections of pedalboards, surfboards, kayaks, spearfishing gear, and flip-flops for everyone, with more coming in every day. Ted still has all the clothing and accessories with hot deals for young and old. You can come in early and get an awesome selection here at Abbey Ski and Sports Shop, where Ted provides every customer with years of knowledge and service. 401-596-0375 and on Facebook.
Central Auto Group, CT.com, celebrates America's birthday by giving you the freedom of choice during the month of July. Only at Central Auto Group, CT.com, your number one buying destination, the home of Ford, Mazda, Hyundai, and Volkswagen. No payments until October. We will pay your sales tax or get a free cruise. Your choice. Central Auto Group, CT.com has free hot dogs and soda every Saturday in July for all customers. Why shop anywhere else when you can shop all the best brands in one location? Ford, Mazda, Hyundai, and Volkswagen, and a huge selection of pre-owned cars and trucks. That's no payments until October. We will pay your sales tax or a free cruise till the end of July. Open 7 days a week. Exit 28 I-395 Plainfield. Central Auto Group, CT.com. Maximum monthly payment $300. Maximum sales tax $1,500. See dealer for detail.
Your number one buying destination. Central Auto Group.
This is Colette Marie Stefan. You're listening to The Truth is Funny. I have the wonderful Sharon Serdar on, and we have Hester, who is from South Africa, on the call. And we were just working a bit on this in the break. And Hester, we just wanted to check in with you. How are you feeling right now?
You know, Colette, I am relaxed, and now I have my husband's in South Africa and he's not well, and he's going for an ECG and he's going for a brain scan. But I now feel he's had my support up to now, and I am just wanting to stay where I am and let him sort it out on his own. Is that wrong of me to be like that?
Absolutely not. Okay, there, Sharon, we got to it, right? We were working on some very deep guilt that isn't even around you or your husband, but around the country of South Africa. And we just felt a wash of energy come through. And, Sharon, do you want to just explain to her like what we were saying about the descendants,
Well, about the guilt that you can feel as a person in that country being more involved with, not you personally, but, with the whites and the blacks and all of that energy and the anger that would have been involved. And just there's a whole bunch of energy around that. A betrayal. That's where the betrayal was also coming from.
Yeah, and so it really feels way cleaner now on our end, and I'm glad that you called in and that you can feel it, because I'm getting that everybody at some point you can empower others, you can empower your children, and this is actually coming up past life experience of having raised this man as a child. So this is coming in, and it's time. Every parent has to let go of their children at some point and allow them to make the choices and move forward in their life story in the way that they are. And all of us also need to, not need to, but it's more beneficial to follow our own heart in our life story. So I want to really thank you for calling in and sharing your experience with us, and, very happy to that you're feeling, calmer about it. Sharon, any last words to Hester?
I was just going to say thank you again for calling in, like Colette said, because you've just helped not just yourself, but everybody listening who has that in their lineage. And you've also helped a lot of people on the global scale with it, even if they're not listening.
Yes, I love it. Thank you, Hester.
Thank you, and thank you very much, ladies. It was an honor talking to you.
Thank you.
Awesome. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Before we take the next call, Sharon, what was coming up too is like right now around me, and we were talking about this earlier in British Columbia here, we have a situation where there's been like major forest fires. And there's been a lot of back and forth on, 36,000 people are evacuated from their homes now, wondering if they even have a home to go back to. And it's just widespread everywhere. And the smoke is I just wanted to sort of, to give those people out there that right now that are in that situation, just feel that, there's just something that I'm getting that you could share with them that would empower people to, get through this with a little bit more ease. I don't know what that is, but I'm getting right now to ask that of you.
Wow. You said that, and it's just like feeling all the energy coming in of it. The best thing that I think I would say for everyone, obviously being safe, but the other thing is not to forget that we ourselves are powerful, and that anything that shows up on the outside, it's possible for us to shift energy by being present. So when anything like this is happening, there's a tendency naturally for a lot of fear. But
the smell of smoke automatically makes people fearful.
Yes, and I know we can clear the energy around that, and I can feel that you're doing that. Mm-hmm. But the other thing is to be present to whatever we're feeling. If you're feeling terror, you're feeling fear, feel it. Because as you're feeling, you're shifting that energy and allowing it to move And as you're doing that, you're allowing the people around you to be, more aligned to the truth and a better outcome for whatever it is. So that will help the fire people, that will help everyone. It's just amazing. If one person can hold presence, it can impact so many around them. And that would be the message that I would have to share.
Thank you so much. When you were talking, it was kind of like, well, when the smoke clears, then what? And this is sort of what Hester was talking about, when you finally have done your best and you've done your best and now the smoke clears, because today here in Kelowna, we have clear skies, hardly any smoke at all, a nice sunny day. And yet we know that these fires are burning, and the smoke has gone all the way, they say, to Montana in the United States. And they say it'll go as far as Europe, because there's so much. I mean, like there was like 200 fires burning at once, which is like craziness, And so this energy of the smoke clearing, of people, the fear of what they're going to go back to. And I just want to say that a lot of the people there's so many people that are so giving and offering their homes and to the evacuees, and we just want everybody out there to know that you're not alone. We are all energetically. I've been working on this constantly, actually, because I feel that it's kind of this is the smoke just reaching all the way to Europe, like they're talking about, is like how. Like how we're all connected. So, but we do have someone else who's been waiting, Brian. She's been patiently waiting. So can you get our next caller on for us, please?
I most certainly can, my friends. It's Trish from BC. What can Colette and Sharon, the dynamic duo, do for you today?
Like Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman. I wonder. Was that Wonder Woman or Wonder Woman? Trisha, are you there?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, Trish.
What can we do for you today?
Today I've been, my right wrist and thumb and fingers have been extremely painful. Like 10 plus. And
10 plus.
It's going up into my shoulder.
When did this
begin?
begin?
Going up into my shoulders. 2 days ago.
Okay, 2 days ago?
Yeah.
And did you have something happen, or it just came out of the blue?
It seemed to just come out of the blue.
Okay, so I know Sharon's working here on the background here. I'm going to just tell you what I'm getting right away. First and foremost, when we have pain in our body, it rarely is actually coming from the body parts we're talking about. And I just happen to be drawing these pictures in my coloring book right now. The interrelationship between the foot and the hand, the fingers and the toes, the wrists and the ankles. And I mean, I saw you were posting on Facebook, you just went back to take an ancestral trip, did you not?
Yes, I did.
And how was that?
It was amazing. Was
it the most beautiful time you've ever had?
I would say so. To stand on the earth where I literally came from there's no words to describe how amazing it was.
Okay, so what's coming up, on a scale, I know you said you're at a 10 plus. This is coming up on an emotional level, having to let go of those people at this time. Does that resonate with you?
Yeah, because my heart was really sad to leave. Like we felt like we should have stayed there for like a month or so.
The rest of your life is what's coming up. You might have thought for a little bit longer, but it's coming up energetically that you would have liked to have stayed with these people for the rest of your life. That's what I'm picking up. Sharon, we have to go to a break right now, but we got about a minute before we go to break. Do you want to just do what your thing, and let's see and we'll keep Trisha on until after the next break. But for now, what are you picking up?
Well, it's interesting you mentioned the ancestors and not wanting to go away, but it was almost like there's this energy of wanting to, and it doesn't feel like it's yours, but almost like the energy of ancestrally pushing away people that were coming onto the land and not being able to do that, and shouldering the burdens of all of that. So while we go on break, we will work on all of that for you.
Awesome. Okay, so, this is a beautiful, I love this, don't you, Sharon, how this always works out this way? So we will hold on to you, Tricia, for the break. Sharon and I will work on that. When we come back, we will see where you're at. This is Colette Marie Stefan. You're listening to The Truth is Funny, and we'll be right back after this short break.
Did you know that all of the shows on the Transformation Radio Network are available as podcasts to stream or download?
Really?
Check us out. Go to transformationradio.fm. We have business shows, spiritual shows, energy healing shows, and pretty much everything in between. Something for everyone, guaranteed to inspire, educate, and transform. We are transforming the world, one listener at a time.
Awareness is universal. Establishing a living awareness through meditation brings peaceful, healthy, and creative well-being into your everyday life. The practice of living awareness, Spirit Fire's own meditation practice, is built on this belief and is designed for every level of practitioner. Each year, Spirit Fire hosts living awareness meditation retreats that allow you to explore the practice in depth at our retreat center in beautiful Western Massachusetts. Introduce yourself to meditation and the practice at the Foundation's retreat. Attend in silence a silent meditation retreat focused on mindfulness, presence, and nature, or be engaged with the meditation sittings themselves at the Deepening Retreat. Start adding to your awareness and attend a meditation retreat designed to cultivate consciousness in your everyday life. For details on attending a Living Awareness meditation retreat, visit upcoming events at www.spiritfire.com.
Chris Stanis is a spiritual leader and healer and teaches a course on how you can transform your life through a meditation and healing system that will manifest your spirit's dreams. She manifested the Women of Wisdom Conference, the Women of Wisdom book, and this radio show. And she can show you how to change your life too. Are you ready? Visit the website and contact her at voicesofwomentoday.com. That's voicesofwomentoday.com.
Tune in to The Truth is Funny with Colette Stefan each Wednesday at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com. This hit show will have you thinking outside the box and riding the wave of infinite potential. Join Colette on the Higher Self Network, inspiring listeners to shine their brilliance and ensure success while roaring with laughter as they recognize the humor of the giant cosmic joke. Visit thetruthисfunny.com.
Tune in to the hit show Mouthing Off with Chef Rossi. Chef Rossi mouths off about different subjects in pursuit of breaking down walls and opening up your minds. She and Dr. Pat banter back and forth, taking from the headlines of the day on subjects that reach beyond what goes on in the world into your hearts. And go to theragingskillet.com to find out more and let Chef Rossi know what's on your mind. Get ready to experience Truth Talk Radio with host Deb Acker. Tune in to Truth Talk Radio each Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific on TransformationTalkRadio.com to illuminate the truth in your daily life as you experience life, love, and abundance from a whole new perspective. This hit show will leave you feeling lighter and bring you into a place of infinite possibilities every day in every way. Visit TruthTalkRadioshow.com for upcoming transformative topics and guests.
1230 WBLQ.
The This is Colette Marie Stefan. You're listening to The Truth is Funny. I have Sharon Sirdar on with me, and I have Trisha has called in with a 10-plus wrist hand situation. And Sharon, I'm just going to leave it open to you to tell, like, we had a beautiful experience over the break here. You go for it.
Well, Trish, what we felt was this energy of your ancestors asking people not to step on the land and trying to stop them from invading the land. I can still feel the goosebumps from that. Mm-hmm. And all that energy that was contributing to what your wrist, meaning almost like that stop, you put your hand up to say stop. And so that energy has been cleared, and it's cleared from all your ancestral lineage, and also for your descendants, as Colette said. So, let us know now how you're feeling.
I stood up and did a stretch, and it felt like my spine just kind of all realigned.
Oh, good. That's if you move your wrist, how does it feel? Or you move your hand. Is it your right hand?
It is my right hand, and it's still very, very tender.
It's tender, but it has a number change. A 7?
It's gone down, sister. I'm still just getting a zing of pain once in a while.
And so it's coming up, coming back here. And so what did you experience 2 days ago?
2 days ago. I'm not sure.
Because there's an energy of letdown coming in as well.
Yeah, something happened that it's coming up disappointment. Yeah. And actually, it's also, as I said, it's coming from your left foot also. So we want to strengthen your left foot to your right hand, and your right hand to your left foot. Your fingers to your toes to your fingers, both feet. Standing on your ground, standing your ground, having to stand your ground, having to, there we go. So we're just going to strengthen you to that.
It's also coming up, Colette, about the energy of, connected to the earth that we belong to.
Mm-hmm. And so we want to strengthen that for all of us, that we're able to handle whatever's happening on the earth at this time, and that we are able to stand firmly within ourselves without it being painful is what's coming up. That zing feeling. When people use the word tender, quite often tender comes up like that you want to be more loved. I'm getting that this is actually going back to work, coming back to the same old thing, and then kind of having the emotions coming over you of that you're going to lose this connection of this beautiful feeling that you had in your heart. So we want to strengthen all of that. What else are you getting, Sharon?
Pretty much coherent with what you're saying. So, Trish, can you let us know what number and how you are now?
The pain in the shoulders, it's gone. Just
good.
Zing in the thumb and wrist. So I would say I'm probably down to, for sure, a 3.
Yeah, that's exactly what I got. See, this is so beautiful. So, Trish, we're just going to strengthen you to this, because your thumb is your will, and your wrist is the support. Like, that's coming from your ankles, and your ankles are about the support that you get when you come onto this earth. And so, you see, all your life, I'm getting you've been telling yourself this story that you weren't loved, and look how loved you really were all this time. Mm-hmm. Do you feel that right now?
Yes, for sure.
Isn't that a beautiful feeling? But at the same time, it's a very emotional feeling. And so what I'm getting is happening with you is you want to let go of the old Trisha here, and you want to let go of the anger around that, and you want to be in this beautiful place. And so we're just going to strengthen you to that all you have to do is just put it down. It's not your job to heal the whole situation, okay? Yeah. One thing that's coming up when Sharon said descendants, a lot of times if people don't have descendants, the unborn descendants that could have come in are cause more problems than descendants that we already have. So, that's the energy. Sharon, we're running out of time here, so I just want to give you last words of advice to Tricia, and then we'll just wrap up the show.
Trish, so just, stay with what you're experiencing right now, and not into what is left, but what has left the body. Mm-hmm. And as you do that, it'll continue to flow.
I love that, what you just said, Sharon. That was exactly like the left foot. That's that energy coming in from the left foot is about letting go of what you left here, not what you left in the Northwest Territories when you were with your family. So we want to reverse perception that, okay? We want to get Tricia strong to recognizing that even though she's here and they're there, the whole time it was that way. The whole time you've been loved.
Connecting the whole ancestral lineage with that love. So it's radiating from your heart either direction. So it's not like you're waiting to receive it. Yeah.
You've got a big heart.
Absolutely.
How are you doing, Tricia?
Good. Really good. Thank you very much for taking my call.
All right. You're very welcome. Very welcome.
Thank you.
So this is such a beautiful thing, this is why, you and I do what we do, because we could both feel this coming in, and we understand that because we're all connected, a lot of us right now are being asked to share the information that we can share to empower other people so that they can share the information that they have to share, right? Mm-hmm. There's no right or wrong way.
Yes.
We're all, on this earth at this time, and it's no mistake.
It's just such a beautiful thing that we can show people how powerful they are, that, when they do this work, how it's impacting everything and everyone. And I love, like you said earlier, that, we come up with a title for the show and how the people that call in are it's absolutely perfect. And it's a great example of how the ancestors can impact our DNA.
I love working with you, Sharon. It's always so interesting and so much fun. I'm really looking forward to the next time you're on the show. And I want to thank you for your time and energy. And and I also just wanted to let people know that I do have seminars coming up, Call to Dance. That will be in September 22nd, 23rd, 24th. And then the following weekend will be my first Layer 2, 29, 30, October 1st. And I'm really looking forward to it because I'm just having so much fun sharing the information this way. And so I just want to thank Brian and the people listening now and later, and for the callers who have called in. And, Sharon, just, quickly, what are your parting words here?
Just everything that we've shared today, just absolutely brilliant. Ties in with, knowing, everyone knows that from this listening in that we can just be present to what we're feeling in the moment. And in that process, you are clearing out the old. And that is everything from your ancestral lineage all the way back, everything. And this is how powerful you are. And I'll keep saying that because it's so true.
Thank you, everyone. Bye for now. We'll be back next Wednesday, 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific time. Thank you, Brian.
You've been listening to The Truth is Funny with Colette Stefan. Tune in to The Truth is Funny with Colette Stefan each Wednesday at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com. Join Colette on the Higher Self Network as she provides energetic shifts and consistent results in every area of life, inspiring listeners to shine their brilliance and ensure success while roaring with laughter as they recognize the humor of the giant cosmic joke. The Truth is Funny. Visit thetruthisfunny.com for more information. That's thetruthisfunny.com.